All right, we are live. Sorry about that. We got yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm happy with those earnings. Very happy. Get onto the portfolio straight away. Hopefully everyone's having a good day at work so far. Been proper enjoying these streams as well, so yeah. But no, it's been. Oh, it's going to repeat. Welcome to the stream, Matt. Welcome to the stream. What we're going to do is we're just the PayPal news is massive as well. I don't hold any. I used to hold PayPal, but I mean that PayPal deal was huge. Yeah, SoFi is loving it. I am. Look at this as well. Microsoft, OpenAI, just updated their relationship. I don't hold any Microsoft. We'll go into the SoFi earnings. So yeah, big. Can I get it over? Yeah. Right, it's kind of chopped off a bit, but earnings have come out now for SoFi. They came out at 1 o'clock. No, not 1 o'clock. 11 o'clock, sorry. I was listening to the earnings call and looking through the presentation. Yeah, I mean, they've beaten on EPS 11 cents and they were expected to do 9 cents. Revenue 949 million. I mean, they're expected 895, beat by 6%. EPS is up 120% year over year. Revenue up 38% year over year. So good stuff there. And then what we'll do is as well, we'll go on to, if you look at the investor relation as well, can I get rid of that? We'll go on to that. 105 shares, that's good. PayPal, I might buy in the invest account. I mean, last time I checked, it had a good run up, didn't it? If I look, so this is the portfolio. Let's have a look then, because I think because PayPal with the OpenAI like partnership, yeah, 9%, and they beat on their earnings as well. Yeah, PayPal was obviously a good undervalued stock. It's got that kind of turnaround situation with obviously the new CEO. He's been in for over a year now, so, but a lot of his management will be coming into play into these quarters now. What team do I support? I actually support Portsmouth. Pompey. I follow Mark Goldbridge on Twitter because I used to watch his streams because I just found him funny with his reactions. And I've still got him, just followed him on Twitter. So you get all this investment stuff and then you see like a random Mark Goldbridge post. Really think Amazon will go towards 300 next year and will likely go up after earnings on Thursday. Thoughts? Yeah, what's Amazon sitting at the moment? Amazon is something I would like to get into because, I mean, obviously it's a horrible situation in the sense of like, they're really capitalizing on the whole AI and robotics side of things. And obviously that's going to reduce their operating expenses and it will increase their margins. And obviously that's great for the company, the stock. shareholders. But as like us as a human race, it's like that's kind of the start. That's the beginning of like potential jobs being taken, or yeah, and that is a catalyst for Amazon, like reducing their expenses and then their margins going up. I mean, that'll be huge for the stock, and I mean they the amount of money they create as well. It's a solid stock. They're in everything. They've got a piece of everything, and Amazon is something I would like to be in, but yeah. Uh, but yeah, no, Amazon. I'm in Meta in the invest account, and I'm in Honest at the moment. So I need to. I think I am going to be a bit diversified and get a few more stocks as well. So like, yeah, I'm going to get Amazon. Yeah, no, SoFi was great results. I think people were really expecting or wanting to get close to the 1 million members for the quarter, but that was just really optimistic anyway. And that's the problem because it's had such good quarters. But like, come on, like 120% year over year EPS, revenue up 38% year over year. Like, that's incredible. That's really, really strong. And I'm happy with it. I mean, it's had a run up before earnings, and people got to realize that. Like, it's been on a good run so far. Um, it's been on a really good run. So it's kind of where it needs to be. It's kind of where I think it needs to be and where it's at. And like, obviously, I hate to keep promoting or showing, but like, obviously in my Discord, in the Patreon one, I've got the price predictions, and I did them a year ago, and I had their EPS in 2025 being 36 cents. Well, if you go on SoFi, their investor relations, on their guidance, it's very interesting because they've raised their guidance to an EPS of 37 cents instead of 31 for the full year. And like, obviously, I say obviously, SoFi does tend to beat on their earnings a lot. For instance, just to show you, not so I'm not like making it all up. As you can see here, they beat a lot. The when it's in green, it shows that they beat their earnings, beat expectations. I keep going on that. I need to get rid of that. So I had them at 36 cents EPS, and they've just given guidance for 37 cents, which is a massive, great position to be in, isn't it? Because they're outperforming kind of your thoughts of what the stock could have done. And like I say, they normally beat on EPS, they normally beat their earnings, so they could push to 40 cents, you don't know. So the fact that I've got them at 36 and I've got them at the price that I think they should be in 2025, and then obviously I've got it up until like 2028, we're kind of on track. It's kind of on track of where I think it can be, and I'm not bothered. Like, people need to be patient, and also it's run up. Like, SoFi's done amazing. Like, getting returns of 47% in 3 months it's incredible. So yes, it might go down, it might stay the same, it might not have a huge run up. I don't know if it will have a crazy. I think it might plateau a bit because of the run it has been on, which is completely fine, and then let the earnings in the next few quarters catch up, and then it will start being valued higher again because, I mean, their EPS will be increasing. I only started investing in July. I started following you then on YouTube. I'm up 40%, so thank you. Oh, I'm happy for you. I mean, obviously, guys, if you're watching my streams or YouTube videos. I really appreciate every single one of you supporting it. It's obviously just don't copy what I do. So if I'm like saying, oh, I'm getting into honest stock, don't just buy shares after that, because I could be completely wrong, and also your risk tolerance could be completely different to me. And we're in a bull market as well for a start. Like I'm now on 204,000 in the ISA, which, just saying that, I find mad. And I don't want it to come across as like showing off or anything. Like, it never was meant to be like that. That was never the case for this channel. Like, and yeah, and when people say on like my TikToks or whatever, and I'm like, oh, you're kind of showing off of like your performances, and it's like, that's just generally like what I've done for years, but just now on TikTok and shorts. Like, I was showing my portfolios on YouTube even when it was down. So it's just the case that we're in a bull run at the moment, so I'm showing green. But yeah, I bought Honest. I'll show you, to be honest, because this is like kind of our, like, for people that stick into the streams and watch the streams. We'll go over to the invest account. So this is the invest account. I'm up 1.1% today. I got £53 in cash, up 3% on Meta. Would love more shares of Meta, but yeah. Honest, got 125 shares. I think Honest could be one that could trade sideways for a while. Unless obviously this earnings that come up, they could absolutely smash it and do really well. But I think their price to sales ratio is very, very, very low. They've got 70 million in cash off the top of my head, and they're like a 400 mil market cap. So that's a really good sign. I like seeing companies that have a lot of cash on their balance sheet. That's something I really do like, and the fact that it's getting to the point where it could flip to profitable, and then the company could start being looked at differently. So yeah, I think Honest is one that I think could have a potential, but I do want more shares of Honest though. I do. We'll go back into the ISO. The neck oil glass. This is one I bought my dad. You know, the sets that you can get on online, the beers and then the glass with it. Is SoFi still worth buying? I can't say it is. I bought some at 26, 25. I'm not like in a rush to buy more shares. I'm happy with the positions I've got. It's the same with most stocks at the moment. Everything's very high at the moment. There might be a cool off period, which I'm so expecting, but maybe there might not be. That's just the way it is. But yeah, it's just not a focus at the moment. Obviously, I'm still holding because I see SoFi being a lot higher than it is now, but maybe I can get some more shares at cheaper price, but we'll have to see. SoFi, AMD's a weird one actually, because it depends on how the AI situation is going to pan out in a few years' time. So that one's going to keep reevaluating after a few years. But SoFi could be like the growth could potentially slow down in 2030. That's when I'll probably take my money out, or take quite a large portion out, like 80%. So yeah, that's kind of what I've got in my head. Things can change though. Yeah, this is a live chat. This is a live stream. I invested in AMD, Panther, and SoFi because of you, and I'm massively a lot of my stuff is in ETS rather than things. Oh, nice. Like I say though, just don't buy because I've bought, because you need to constantly do your research. You might have different risk tolerances. I could get it wrong. So yeah, just make sure you're doing your own research as well though, and understand why there could be growth. Like I don't know, because otherwise you put everything in one stock, but I've got a high conviction that like everyone thinks like what's the word, like people just think I'm just gambling or going off like nothing, and it's like I'm not. Like I watch a lot of different YouTubers. I go through Twitter a lot. I go through the investor relations slide deck, PowerPoint, whatever you want to call it, slides. Use ChatGPT, use Google, use physical AI, use so many different sites and information, and you piece it all together, make notes yourself, stores in your mind as well for certain things. Not much, because I find it hard to remember a lot, so I write things down. And then you can start actually as well putting in numbers from all the data you've come across, and kind of like getting a growth to, I can't say the word, that's bad. You can start putting in metrics in of, oh, they've been growing about 20% consistently. They are projecting to do these numbers, blah, 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 or the TAM is this, and they've got currently this market share of that. So that means they'll be doing rough revenue of this. You can start putting those numbers in. And what I mean by numbers is like a projections calculator. So I'll load it up, just loading it up. I might make a video on Honest, but obviously it's a small position at the moment. Yeah, you can start, you'd have to adjust the numbers and stuff, but you start putting in, like, you can't see on the side here, but you would like put in your growth metrics on the side here, and of the revenue growth, the margins, what the P, if they trade at that certain P ratio, the share price. But that's what I mean. And then you can start actually getting a physical share price number, and then it doesn't become a surprise to you. The only difference is, what is the market going to price the company at? But people saying SoFi is going down. I think that it's fair. Like, I mean, it's the PE is, well, it's saying 58. I don't know how updated that is, but I think it's healthy. I think, to be honest with you now, SoFi has kind of found a floor of about, I'd say $25, 26. So it's just cycles that it goes in. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember when people were worried and panicking and like thinking, oh, should I be getting at $13 because it's the high? It was the high at the time, and I was, even though it was the high at the time, it's just like, that will soon be an absolute bargain as their EPS grows. Dividend stocks is an interesting one. I don't really know what good value dividend stocks are. I mean, PayPal's just said they're giving out dividends now, aren't they? I'll tell you what I'm doing, guys. Like, obviously I've got £3,000 in cash. I'm not buying, really. I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not really buying, to be honest. Because that, like I say, it resets in April. So I don't want to be in a position where I bought some SoFi, let's say, and then we get a correction. It's like, oh. But if the market keeps going up until April, then it is what it is. And I would have to buy at the next high or whatever, and then obviously it will reset as 20 grand again. But I think timing the market just isn't the best. Like, you just got to make sure you're spacing it out. Like, I'm just dollar cost averaging. I'm making sure I am actively putting in £500 there. Like, so obviously I've run out short of cash because I bought quite heavily in the April dip when it dipped. So obviously the 1,666 or whatever it is a month, that makes it 20 grand, obviously turned into, I was doing sometimes 4 grand in a month or whatever. So it's just, it's one of those. And then now obviously it means that I'll be investing like £1,000 a month or £500 a month. But the invested account is something obviously I'm getting into. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. Yeah, 200k. Mad. It is really, really crazy. Nibius is an interesting one. My average on SoFi is $12. Because that's another reason why I'm not in like a rush of like getting more shares, because I am happy with the amount of shares I've got. And it's the same with like Oscar. Like I do actually want more shares. I'm hoping we can get to like 16, 17, if not even lower would be great. And yes, obviously that would hurt my return, but I don't really mind because they're guiding for 14, 15 billion in revenue, 2027 with 5% margins. So you can go get some of those metrics. That would kind of give a fair value of $45, $50 a share. Don't go off what I've just said and go, okay, this is going to $45, $50, because things can change. That is the risk of investing. Things can change, but they're looking like they're going in the right direction. And also they are obviously giving guidance and they're saying they're going to be profitable in 2026. And that's also going off the assumptions that they're not going to extend the ACA, the subsidies. So, I mean, yeah. So I think Oscar for me is, I'm liking it. I'm liking the look of it. And they're going down the, what is it? Can't remember off the top of my head. I can't remember what it is. Let me get it up. I don't know if it's going to come out on here. Yeah, ICRA. Obviously, that's the individual coverage, health reimbursement arrangement. They're really focusing on that, which could be a massive thing for Oscar as well. Their revenue growth is just mental, to be honest. As you can see. It's very consistent. It's very consistent. A really nice graph to see. Very similar to what SoFi has. I think they're just becoming like that kind of all-in-one app for health. I think that is the direction in years to come they're going down. Very similar to SoFi. I'm a videographer and editor. That's what I do for my job. I don't actually invest in like gold or anything like that. I know that it's had an insane run, but I like going off numbers and seeing why that could be justified as that price, whereas gold is obviously it's just like rare materials, and it's just like it's that price because everyone said it's that price kind of thing. Same with Bitcoin, but obviously I do want to get into Bitcoin, and probably I do want to get into maybe gold, but these are just things down the line. I just want to build my capital up and feel like I can get a bit of a direction of where things are going. The market's kind of like, well, I'm up, it's saying, but what's people's portfolio? Is it green? Is it red? Because I just realised we've missed the market open again. Well, we're here, but I think AMD's in a great position. I mean, obviously the forward PE's now got to like 50. So we could have a pullback short term, which is just completely fine. But who knows? That's the issue. No one knows. But let me get it up. Yeah, so the forward PE is 51. Obviously, we're getting it down here as well. And I kept saying in my YouTube videos, I was like, the forward PE on AMD is like 18, saying 22. I did keep saying it, and like people just didn't want to buy it. But yeah, forward PE is 51 now. But then that's obviously like that's taken into account like analyst expectations, which I think like a lot of them are probably underestimating what's going to be happening. But I think AMD could have a bit of a pullback in the share price. I think a lot of stocks can. I think a lot of stocks will be. Like, give me another stock that's just been doing insane. Like, but that's give me a stock that's been doing good but is profitable, because going off a forward PE, that's the company that's not profitable. Just you can't. Bitcoin, there's only 22 million in the world, isn't there? And it's like, you could argue it's the digital gold. A lot of governments and companies are buying it up, and I think you can't ignore it anymore. Yeah, Fubo's about to become profitable as a company, and I like it when they flip and become profitable, and they're getting closer. And I think the Hulu deal is the game changer, really. If they get that deal, which looks like it's 90% going to happen, the management team have given financials. I've gone off them financials and gone off, if they're trading at a 30 PE, they can be trading at this share price and this share price, and I've shared that in my Discord. So if you are in that Discord, the Patreon one, drop a message in the Patreon if you've missed that and you want to see it, because I can send it in the group. Yeah, SoFi's got a lot of short sellers, hasn't it? Okay, the market's going down. SoFi's going down. I mean, if SoFi goes down to 26, 25, this is something SoFi does all the time. It goes down after earnings, but the fundamentals get better, the financials get better. So go down. I generally say go down, because I will buy more if it gets to 25, 26. Yeah. Honest is I'm break even on Honest, so I mean I'm probably down, because if the market's gone down, I'm assuming Honest is down. Let me have a look. Honest is in my invest account, so yeah, Honest is down. But yeah, the price to sales of Honest is good. Just like Yeah. It's like it'll be like 1.1, 1.2 price to sales. I mean, I'll take that. But this is the thing, guys, like, if I did a metric of, let's get rid of this, price to sales. What? So they got, surely they've got, yeah, I couldn't find it, that's weird. So, in 2021, which is not a good comparison because everything was very overvalued, but it just showed you the valuations of things. Actually, before we do, I do want to see the fear and greed index. Sorry, I'll be intrigued. Let's just quickly hop onto that. Interesting. 44, pretty much neutral. So yeah, we're at 1. I was wrong then. I said 1.1, so I was a little bit off. But it was 5.6. So it was trading 5.6 times its revenue. I mean, if Honest was trading at a price sales of 5.6 now, the share price would be huge. It'd be so much more higher. But the problem is it's not been trading like that. So, and to get a multiple like that, you've got to be growing quickly with the revenue, and they've not been really. They've been really focusing on being profitable. They've been cutting down their marketing spend a bit, which is fair. So yeah, but going off that, it'd be interesting to see. Be interesting to see forward PE. It won't, will it? Yeah, analysts aren't expecting much with Honest. Like a 43 PE. If they can get, I don't think they will. I mean, this year maybe, I don't even know if 2026, but maybe 2027 get 10% revenue growth. Then I mean the stock would completely change. Obviously, it's not an exciting company to really be getting into. It's just something that I think is potential, and there's not huge amounts of downside. Well, they need to become profitable. Once they become profitable, then the downside is a lot less then, because obviously they're not yet. They're closed. Trying to think of a stock. Yeah, no, okay, leave in the comments now. Is your portfolio up or is it down? And say your rate of return for today. Obviously, mine's saying 1.1%. Check your apps or all your portfolios and that. Let me know in the comments and I'll read them out. Let's just get a gauge of where people's portfolios are today. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, put them in. The data is on Physical AI, that website. If you want to check it out, 15% off, link in the description, Physical AI. If you click that link. Up 0.8%, 0.7%, 0.24%. So people were up, it sounds like, which isn't bad. Up 1%, 1.4% up. Oh, so people pretty much are up. Down 1.1%, up 0.6%, up 0.6% today, up 0.6%. And even if you're down, don't avoid it. Put it in the chat, because you get down days and then you get up days. Like, it is what it is. It's fine. So fair play to you as well for saying you are down 1.1%, because I know a lot of people just don't want to. So, but yeah, no, that's interesting to see. Right, is there any? If anyone missed it, that was SoFi's earnings. So very, 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 very solid. And then on top of it as well, if you've missed some of the stream, you can rewatch it as well. By the way, guys, on my live section, you'll be able to go through it and catch up on the stream. Everything going in the right direction, let's just say that. And this is what I mean as well, guys. Flipping profitability. They're about to flip the inverse of what they're doing. I like to see that. That's the thing with Grab. I think Grab's in that very close. That I can't wait for earnings for Grab. Fubo is an interesting kind of one. Honest as well. We've got a few more people say up 0.8%. Congrats on 200k. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that. Down 5.1%. What do you hold if you're down 5.1%? Down 1.4%, down 0.4%, should I need to worry? If you're investing in the long term and you've got solid companies and you've done your research, you shouldn't be worried. Yeah, so they added 905,000 new members in this quarter. 35% year-over-year growth, year-on-year, whatever you say. New products as well was strong. A CAGR of 50%, 52% there. I think people did want something near the 1 million mark from members. It's just like a figure that people would like to see, and maybe that could be Q4 or maybe now Q1 of next year. So yeah, but so yeah, yeah. So the total deposits as well grew $3.4 billion quarter over quarter to nearly 33 billion. Tangible book value growth of $1.9 billion quarter over quarter to $7.2 billion. The tangible book value more than doubled over 2 years. The loan platform business has increased to $3.4 billion, up over 920 million from Q2. And they said in the earnings call, Q4 as well looks very strong, and growth there in the loan platform business, which is what you want to hear. That's been doing well for them. Their fee-based revenue of 409 million, 50% year on year, representing 43% of adjusted net revenue. Financial services and tech platform revenue contributed 534 million of adjusted net revenue. They also released a partnership as well. Well, have I please said I saved it? I did not save it. Oh, I didn't save it. Let me try and find it. That's so annoying. Why did I not save that? Is no one posting it? I know he will. So yeah, SoFi Galileo is powering Southwest Air's new rapid reward debit card, which is another thing that I was saying in the YouTube video a few months back is this is what we need to see. They've got partnerships coming their way in Q1 2026 apparently, which is great. And I mean, this is what hopefully hotels, airlines will start partnering up and having these rewards, and it'll be built on Galileo, which will be huge for SoFi, because obviously that's the one thing that I don't like is like the tech platform it's not really doing what people were hoping, and obviously that would help give a tech multiple. And when I say a tech multiple, like the PE would be higher, given meaning the share price will be higher. Yeah. So contribution margin and profit down, and then this is technology platform segment was down. No, sorry, I've read that completely wrong actually. 2024, that's a full year, that's a quarter. Can we get the quarter? Yeah, so it's down, sorry, that's what I meant. It was down here in the third quarter compared to the second quarter, didn't increase. It's just kind of flat. There's no growth. It's kind of just staying steady, and yeah. So, but then apparently 2026 this reaccelerates. Anthony Noto has said. Can we believe him? I think so. Yeah, no, Jay. I think market pullback is so fair. I mean, like, I'm at all-time highs. I'm over 200 grand now. It's mad. Up 2% on the day. Nice one. Up 2.1%. SoFi goes. I mean, even if SoFi goes down anyway after earnings. It's just what it does. It just has a run up before earnings. So maybe it was priced in. Do you know what I mean? SoFi does that a lot. It just runs up and then dumps on earnings. So nothing new. If you've been a SoFi shareholder for a while, nothing new happens all the time. But I'm happy with everything. I think people get too attached to the share price. Let the share price will catch up with the financials and the fundamentals. There was a really good quote from. Let me see if I can pull it up for you lot. I'll see if I can get the quote. I'm trying to get the quote. Can't find it. Can't find the quote that I was about to say. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's along the lines of, like, don't worry about the share price as such. Like, as long as the fundamentals and financials are going in the up, that's what you should care about, because eventually the share price will reflect what the company is doing, because people will pay for that and want to pay for that. So yes, you get times where things are overinflated and valuations are out the window and things don't make sense. And we have had that. We have. Like, people can't deny that. We've had that. And it was people that got in stocks that were overinflated will get burnt. They just will. And I got burnt back in 2021 when I didn't understand valuations or how to value a company. So yeah, but if you know what you hold, you've done your research, the fundamentals going in the right direction, just look at it as a buying opportunity. That's how I do. Yeah, 200k. I can't believe it. And it's the fact it's in an ISA as well. So like that's tax free. It's just like sometimes I have to like think, am I dreaming? And I mean this in a like generally with like seeing that on my screen and then seeing the support that you guys give me. Like we've got 71 of you watching this right now, concurrent live viewers. Like that's insane. Like if I was like on a stage or sat down and there was 71 people in front of me, I probably wouldn't really be able to like talk, or I'll just freeze up. I'm just not that type of person to do public talks or anything like that. I just couldn't. So like to think that is just mad. I'm so blessed, and I feel so I appreciate every single one of you guys, and then also like just how well the TikTok's done, Instagram, like honestly I do appreciate it, and I'll never ever, regardless of where I do get to in the future or if I do well, I'll always like be so grateful for every single one of you that supported me, especially for the real ones that supported me when I was like down a lot in my portfolio and I didn't really, like I say, understand valuations then, and you learn a lesson. And the portfolio can go down a lot now just because of things that are a bit inflated, but it will never get as bad as what it was before, because I was just paying stupid premium prices and I got hurt. An ISA it's just like a wrapper where you put 20 grand a year, you get 20k a year deposit, and it resets in April. And anything you can make in the ISA, that 203,000, I won't have to pay capital gains tax. Whereas if that was in an invest account, you would pay capital gains tax to HMRC. But because this is in an ISA, I won't. I can just I can sell everything today, right now, and transfer that into my bank account. It's a hard one as well with everything, because you can't give financial advice. You can't say buy this and that, because, well, one, like I'm not in the position to say that. Like I'm still learning myself, but I know the fundamentals and like, yeah, you just know the basics to why a stock could be that like this and that. I'm not the best person at explaining things. That's something I really hope I can get better at each time. But yeah. What do you offer for your Patreon option? The Patreon is we got two. We got one which is the One Big Journey, which is this. I'm going to share it on screen because it's easier to show than tell, and then you can see what you're actually getting before you do decide to. And by the way, I never wanted to go down the route of like, oh, you're going to sell a course or do the whole patrons and the WAP thing and that, but obviously it does support me. It helps me out a lot, and it makes me like have the possibility to maybe do this as a full-time job, because I'd love to do that. I genuinely would love to do that. But also it's just an extra little thing that people can have, because you can't cover it all in the YouTube channel, the YouTube videos and stuff, because the videos will just go on and on and on. But it's just another little added bonus for people to see. So when the premium group it's just a place where you see my live updates. So I never share me buying SoFi with 20 shares at $26 on my YouTube channel. I don't disclose or share that, but I do in here, and that's what I've done. Just keep up to date with the invest account as well. So that's what I do. I notify people, And then I sometimes give like little updates as well for people. And then we've got a little chat, people talking in here now actually. And then info, I put voice notes in, and then I put price targets of where I think I've literally just given it away here on YouTube for free, but I update it when things do change, and I do voice notes of what I found or do come across. So like even AMD with, the OpenAI deal with the 1 gigawatt, and then 1 gigawatt could mean 10 to 30 billion in revenue. And were they seeing like 6 gigawatts, if not more, with the deal? Like, it's just bonkers. That's why AMD's done a massive run. So that's the premium group, which is £5 a month. Same as this One Big Journey group, which has got like 300 people in now. And obviously I split that with the moderators because they spend so much time helping out the channel on that. But yeah, stocks discussions, people putting in their research, crypto as well, AMD, people getting excited with AMD. Like I put research in, people put in more research, and then we've even got a health and fitness page. We've got people put in their portfolios, their updates. So yeah, there's 2 separate ones. I don't know what that did not mean to become, a promotion. It's just because someone asked. Honest is one on my radar. I mean, I have got 125 shares of Honest now. Yes, Honest is on my radar. I don't know how big of a position I want to build that. Nibius I do like the look of. I like the look of iron, but I don't know if I want to buy at these prices. If we get a correction or something, I think I would. Definitely, I think Nibius I would, I think for sure. Yeah, so... What, you took your savings 20k in 2022 and now have 200k? Fair play to you, Adrian. Fair play. How long until they get rid of tax-free ISAs in the UK then? Who knows? Who knows? How to join the Discord. It'll be a link in this description on this live stream. You'll see Patreon one or the WAP one. So depends what you want. Yeah, so I mean as well, I don't know, someone said, I don't know how true it is, so if someone can fact check this. Apparently if you're at 200k, you're halfway to 1 million. Obviously not like the number on the screen because you're 20%, but because of compound interest, you're halfway there apparently. But obviously we have been in a massive bull run, so I don't really look at myself and see that I have got a 200k portfolio. I see it as more of like 140k portfolio. And what I mean by that is like if we have like a correction getting into crash territory or whatever, maybe even less, but then things do recover eventually. It could last for a year or whatever, but I'll just be buying the dip. But yeah, no, if I went on the same trajectory, is that how you say the word? I'm really bad at words, as you probably know if you watch my channel. Apparently I'm halfway. Yeah, I heard about the UK having a certain amount of UK stocks. I've heard about it, not probably looked into it. I won't even look into it properly until it happens. I think it's just a waste of time, just because they're constantly changing their minds. They're constantly saying this and that, and things. Sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it does, and I'll find out when it happens because I'm not in control of it. I can't be in control of it, sadly. It's something I have to deal with when we get to it, and yeah, but because I'm heavily in American stocks, all of them are. And the people that have joined the Patreon, wait after the stream. I'll give you a message on the Patreon of your Discord name and get you sorted. I've got about 2k invested and don't see myself going over the 3k profit threshold before April. Is there much point me moving to an ISA? I can't give financial advice, but what I did, because I made the mistake years ago, I did sell everything in my invest account. I thought I don't want to see that grow over decades or years and then pay capital gains tax. I'd rather just, it is what it is. I sell at profit or a loss, whatever it is, and just put it into the ISA. That's what I did. But yeah. UK stocks are horrific. They don't trade at a big premium, do they, compared to American stocks? There's just not as much money going into them. AMD and they know that. That's why they're saying about this whole thing with having UK stocks in the ISAs and that. Do you know what? I've not even had lunch yet, and I'm not getting a takeaway, an Uber Eats, because I've been getting that too much recently. I need to not, so I need to figure something out. But I'm tempted to get like there's this place near me, like, you know, like the typical TikTok Jackie Potato places. It's banging. It's so good. Tempted to get that, but it is a trek. It's a drive, but it is good. I've got about to. You said that UK stocks. AMD keeps going up. Is it going up? What is going on? Mad. Grab's having a good week. Yeah. Oscar. I'm looking forward to the earnings. Let's have literally a little breakdown of earnings coming up for some of these. So 6th of November, Oscar. 3rd of November, Grab. Same day as Palantir, isn't that? Yeah. Wow, that's a big day. Monday's a big day. 4th, next day. AMD's next day. Fubo. Friday. What other stocks do I have? Snapchat, not too, I mean, I haven't got the biggest position. That'd be interesting though to see what have they done with the stock-based compensation. Snapchat. It's an absolute joke. 5th. So we've got a lot of earnings coming our way. Yeah, AMD's on a massive run. On the technicals, it is absolutely overbought though. SoFi going down. It is what it is. Stocks go up and down. I mean, the fundamentals of financials are good, so I'm not worried. So if it's going down, it is just going down. I mean, it had a massive run up, to be honest. So just specific companies. I don't actually invest in ETFs at the moment, but I will do in a few years' time. That's for cash. So you'll be covered for this money because you own those shares. But if this was in cash, so if this was a cash position, then yeah, you wouldn't be safe. You'd be covered up to 85,000. Because most of that money is in shares, then I would be fine. Because you would have the certificates and all that. Because you put your national insurance number in, don't you? And so you're attached to those shares. I mean, Trading 212 is going in a great direction themselves. The growth they've got is crazy from what I've seen. Obviously, they've got Robinhood as a competitor, but to be honest, as time does go on, I am going to diversify my net worth. I will get into property eventually. I will maybe have different brokerage, like broker accounts like Robinhood, for example, maybe. Yeah. I am also considering setting up a Vanguard SIP now and putting in money into the S&P 500, and that would be like a proper safety for retirement. And yeah, I'll be setting up I think Vanguard is the one I'm going to do, because I think I just want to, the S&P 500 I think that would be just a nice solid little thing. I don't want to touch individual stocks for that, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, it's been a decent day actually. SoFi reported good earnings. I'm happy. I hope everyone's having a good day at work as well. I've got to go back to work pretty much now. I need to eat some food as well and then get back to doing that. Invest Engine. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that then. Is there fees all right then, Invest Engine? I have both, Jack. I work for a company and I also freelance. My life's pretty busy because I just work a lot. We'll try and balance it as much as I can. So that's why I need to get a SIP. I've got a workplace pension. It's not. Maybe I could contribute more, to be fair to it, but I think whatever they're doing is pretty awful. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be there anyway. Cheers, Will. Thank you. Man, 200k. I actually, like I said, I can't believe it. Hey Ben, quick question: do you do YouTube full time, or are you working elsewhere? No, I don't do YouTube full time. I would love to. I mean, I'm in a decent position. I mean, AdSense doesn't pay well. I don't get a lot for AdSense, but I get like £200 a month from AdSense. The money's from obviously you guys helping me out with obviously like with the Patreon money and obviously the WAP money for them 2 Discords, and then obviously Train212 affiliate marketing money. So that does give me a full-time wage in that, but you don't know how predictable or when that could go or go down. So I'm giving it more time and more data to go off and see if I can get a bit of an average of how much I could be doing a month with it. And then I've got my full-time job with this company. They allow me to freelance as well. I do, if I've got big jobs, I'll book holiday days to do those freelance jobs. So then I've also got that as well, where I do freelance videography. So like I said, I'm doing a lot of work and I've got a lot of different income streams. But it's okay, I don't know how much more I can do, and it's like, do I drop something? And if it was something, it would obviously be the job I've got currently, the PAYE job, and then focus on freelance videography again, and the YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. That's what I'd focus on and do more of these live streams. So that's something I would do. But I still don't know when to do the jump, because it would be horrible if I did, and yeah, things obviously didn't go well with the YouTube and that. But I'll note that about Invest Engine. That's interesting. And also the job would obviously help me get a house if I want to next year, which I'm aiming for, but also I'm like, I'd love to go traveling for a few months. I've been to a lot of different places, but more so for work. It'd be nice to just, yeah, like a few months, just do that. And then obviously I'll still do the live streams and the YouTube videos, but while I'm away. But then, yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's not hard. I don't know. It's just thinking like what's the best decision. But I don't think there is such thing of a best decision. Oh, nice one, DJ Mac 9 to 1. That's really good. Do you still play Sunday League? No, I play Saturdays though. Yeah, I mean, obviously that is always a bit of a worry about hackers and things, but I've got the Google authentication code or whatever it is as well on here. So then that's as well, yeah. I would like to start, hopefully, a few more years, make the max out of where I think AMD and SoFi can go, take a lot of that money out, maybe rotate that into other platforms and stuff. So yeah, no fees on Invest Engine for a SIP. It's just a case of like, okay, no, that is actually interesting. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna end the stream, but thank you so much for watching. We've been going for an hour and 6 minutes, which is mad, to be honest. Yeah, so thank you for everyone watching. Hit the like button as well if you've enjoyed the stream. We've got 14 likes at the moment. Let's see if we can get to 30 likes. So everyone that's watching this now, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get that 30 like goal. That'd be really, really good. Yeah, I've been really enjoying these streams. I've been quite consistent with the live streams, to be fair. Never used to do these. Only just started doing them, well, in the last month now. But yeah, I've been really enjoying them. I need to actually get some lunch, some food, and yeah, back to work. I'm waiting to see if the likes go up. It's on 14 at the moment. I don't know how quickly it updates. 19 likes. Thank you so much for liking. All right. Yeah, subscribe if you're new as well. If you're brand new to this stream, hit the subscribe button. And overall thoughts of SoFi, I am happy. I probably was expecting a bit more members, to be honest with you, but it's still not too bad. I think a lot of people were expecting a bit more with the members side of things, so that could be holding back the stock price a little bit. But yeah, a lot of people had high expectations of SoFi anyway. So, but anyway, I'll see you in the next